Good afternoon. I'm Sue Crouch, the library coordinator here at Southwest Tech, and I would like to go through a brief presentation on how to use our online resources, whether you are off campus or on. So first of all, scroll down to the bottom of our main web page and click on Library Services. This will bring you to the Library Services page where you can see what we have for periodicals, what is offered in the library, student ID, Ask a Librarian. This is where you can send a question and it'll go into my email, and also a little bit on the campus food pantry. Since we're concentrating this afternoon on online resources, you would click on that box and this would bring you to our database page. Our databases are all included within the EBSCO discovery layer, and this is a streamlined search through a single search box. The only resources on this page that are not included directly through the discovery layer are ProQuest Career and Tech, ProQuest Criminal Justice, and Issues and Controversies from Facts on File. And I will show you how to access them when we get to the main page. So we're going to use global warming as an example. And as you can see, it comes up with 312,000 plus articles, books, DVDs, whatever is on the search result list. But before we go into that, I want to give you a little bit about this landing page. Over here is where we talked about the ProQuest Facts on File. And over here is all the limiters you can use when you're searching. First, I want to go ahead and log in. This is where you will use your first three of your last name, last four of your student ID, and the password you set up when you registered on campus. This will get you in so you can access all the discovery layer information. If you didn't log in, you would click on this and it's not going to take you to anything. It's going to block you out. You will not see this blue box to log in when you are on campus because it recognizes our IP address and you'll go directly in. So now that I have logged in, I can go into ProQuest. This is where I said was Career and Tech Education and Criminal Justice. So this is articles that you can click on and look at, read, just like you would in the regular database, but you're just using the databases on the sidebar. So I'm going to go back and we're going to talk a little bit about how we can get rid of some of these articles and narrow it down. So let's use global warming in the United States and see if we can come up with any topics. That brought it down to 81,497. Now you can use the advanced search box, and by doing this you can also do that on the sidebar. For limiters, we're going to use full text to make sure they're articles that are not just published by anyone out on the web. They're scholarly peer reviewed. We're going to click on this. And I'm also going to say let's use March 2015 to March 2017, 2018. And then we're going to search. Considerably, it brings us down to 1,027 articles. The limiters on this side are very important because you can look for print books only, you can look for full text, scholarly peer reviewed. Come down the side, once you do a search, you can see which databases were used. Tells you here which one each got a hit. For instance, Green File, 22 articles in there. Academic Search Premier had 570. So we're going to cancel out of that. And we're going to go back up here. And we're going to look at the first article. By clicking on the title, you're going to get an abstract, which will give you a little bit of what the article is about. If you wanted to, you could go right in from the main page and you could click on full text and it will take you right into the article. I'm going to take you right back to the abstract, and I'm going to sign in to the back end of EBSCO, which when you're searching, this will be very helpful for you to save your searches, save any articles, and you wouldn't have this if you do not set up an EBSCO account. It's very quick and easy to do. I have one. I use it a lot. I'm going to sign into that. Here is where you would go, create an account, follow the instructions. I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you a little bit how you can use your EBSCO account. Now remember, you're only going to be able to do this if you sign up for an account. It's free, no charge. So here I have the article and I decide this will be helpful. So I can do several things. I can email it to myself by clicking on the email box, put in my email address, give it a title, and hit send. I'll have this article then in my email box. If you want to print it, you can print. If you want to save it to a folder, I can go here, click add to folder, and when I come up here to this box, consequences of global warming are going to be, it's going to be right here. And then at that point, you can go ahead, look at the article, and know it's always going to be for you to refer back to. So I'm going to go back to my result list. And I can also show you that some of your instructors may ask you to cite your articles that you use as a reference. And if you click on this box, it shows you how to cite these articles. And I think most teachers here at the college use APA, American Psychological Association, and this is how you would cite that article. It gives you this right here. Makes it very easy. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the PDF full text. When you print, you can choose to print all or just a page. It's one of 18 pages. It shows you right here. On the side here, it gives you the contents of what is in the article. And then here again, it would give you the choice of emailing it to yourself, printing it, citing it, save it as an attachment. That is how you use the back side of EBSCO. I advise you set up the account. It is so simple. And then the other nice thing is you can click here on advanced search. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got to go back to the main page. Search history. It'll give you all the searches that you've done. So this morning I've done the global warming, United States, 1027. That's the articles we started with in that search. And if you recall, when we came in, I did just global warming. And I have to go all the way back, and it'll give you, I believe we had 312,000. So, okay, so just a little bit of more information. I'm going to take you into a different article here. breech birth. Now I have my limiters on, so you're not going to get quite so many articles. But I do want to show you, by turning these limiters off, it's going to bring your articles up if there are any more articles to be had. Again, you can click full text, scholarly peer reviewed, brings it down to 797. Going to get rid of these. And I'm going to put print books only. And here within the library itself, we have one print book. It shows it's up in the ATL. In the nursing building, it is available and gives you the call number. That is if you want to print books only. I'm going to go back and I want to just show you here. You can click and get the full PDF article. But here you'll see that we don't offer this article through any of our databases, but it is out there. So if you click on this, it will bring you up where you can fill in your private information, include your email and phone number so I know how to get the article to you, and I can submit this. It's got all the article information filled in. Click submit, and I can submit this to another college library, and hopefully if they have it available, they usually send it within 24 to 48 hours, and then I will email the article to you. Nice feature that you'll want to use. Here, of course, is one on breech birth that we have a VHS within the library. It must be checked out. It says unavailable. A lot of these are requests interlibrary loan. On some topics, especially in nursing, midwifery, you will see a lot of that, but I can usually get them for you. This is how you would scroll to the next page and continue on and see what is out there. And there are a lot of PDF full text articles also. So this is just briefly how you can use the discovery layer. Remember, if you're in criminal justice, possibly you'd want to go into the ProQuest side of it, and that is over here on the sidebar. Limiters are very important, especially your year-to-date, because if you're in any of the medical programs, they like you to use the last 5 years. And you can even choose publications, the publisher itself, like maybe Wiley if you're in the nursing, Elsevier if you're in the nursing. You could choose just to use Cine All Plus full text, and this is basically all nursing, midwifery, or you can use all of our products. I think this pretty easily explains to you how to use the discovery layer, and I would like you to call me in the library. You can stop in the library. I can give you another quick 15-minute face-to-face presentation if you have questions. And I'm going to sign out of my EBSCO account. And I'm going to go back to the main home page because briefly I just want to show you in Schoology there are tutorials already. That have been put in there on the library. This eventually will be possibly in there. I haven't talked to Heather about that yet. But you can join the library group by clicking on join. I don't have to do it. I already am in there. And then adding this access code, which will make you a user of the library group. And then it will show you all of the resources in here on different tutorials for using the library resources. The main one is the discovery layer. This shows you how to use it, just a very brief synopsis of the discovery layer in general through EBSCO. This is how to improve your search results, and this is a tutorial that I put in last summer on how to use the discovery layer. I've become more familiar with it, so this one is maybe a little bit more precise, but they're all here for you to use, so please feel free to use that also. I'd like to thank you for joining the presentation. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to call me or stop in, and I'd be happy to help. I hope this helps. Have a good day.